How's it going, guys? So I know this is a couple days late, but I figured I would try to participate in the manga readathon. Emphasis on the try. That's why there's an extra T on the TBR. This is a manga readathon hosted by Laura and Jen from the Manga Hoarder and Shelf Space Fleeting, respectively. Is that right? Respectively. Um, Anyways, I'll link their channels down below. I'll link their videos as well, so you could check out all of the rules and regulations and what have you, because why would I repeat all of that when they've already done a great job themselves? So yeah, there's a hashtag for Manga Readathon. I guess that's for the people that have Twitter. I don't know. I don't have Twitter. Anyways, these are the categories that I'm gonna try to get through this week, because it is basically a 1 week challenge. The first one I picked was 3 volumes in a series. So I went ahead and picked volumes 3, 4, and 5 of Welcome to the Ballroom. I thought I had read more than 2 volumes of this series, but I guess I was wrong. So now I have an excuse to catch up on this series. The next category I picked from their bingo sheet was a manga featuring a character who is a god, demon, or immortal being. I figured happiness would qualify as a demon, immortal being. I guess they're not as immortal as you would think, but volume 4 of Happiness, finally got it out of the shrink wrap. I can finally sink my teeth into it. No pun intended. Or did I intend the pun? I don't know. The third category I picked was a mecha manga. For that, I picked Mobile Suit Thunderbolt Volume 3. And most of these are all new series that I just want to get through. Statistically speaking, all mechs are robots, but not all robots are mechs. Just something to keep in mind when you're thinking about mechs. I don't know. And the next category I decided to try was a short story collection. And I'm a big fan of short story collections. I figured I could jump onto Kaori Ozaki's The Mermaid Prince, or as it would be in Spanish, El Príncipe del Mar. And I believe this has three short stories. Yeah. Well, 2 short stories and I guess a one-shot. So, and of course, finally, something easy that of course I had to go ahead and pick was a comic book or a graphic novel, not a manga. And for that I chose Brian Azzarello's and Eduardo Rizzo's Moonshine Volume 1. It also helps that there's like very little dialogue in there, so it won't take too long, I hope, to get through Volume 1 of that. And so there you have the categories I decided to pick off of the bingo sheet. And even if I cheated, I don't think I got bingo anywhere, so that's a big loss for me. And these are the books that I am currently reading. So I guess with this challenge, I think they're gonna take a back seat for a while. Although the whole thing about the marathon is to read more than you usually read, right? So I will be continuing reading these other books, but the titles that I chose for the marathon will take priority over these. And most of these I'm almost halfway done. I think Scumbag Loser here, I have like a couple chapters more to go. The Sixth Gun I just started, so I don't know. And Magnolia doing DC is a tough read, I have to say. So that one might be the one that I jump onto the least from what I've been currently reading. But I'll try to keep going with these. This is Hideout. Kakisaki's great stuff. And actually, this one, Mi Amigo Capricornio, I'm actually done with this one. So, which it was a pretty great read. Slice of life drama with a hint of sci-fi, which for me kind of cheapened the story, but nonetheless, it still had a pretty nice ending. So yeah, there you have it. What I'm gonna try to read for the manga readathon. Thank you very much for watching. I also thought of picking a couple more categories from the bingo sheet. One is a first volume with green in the cover, and I thought, hey, Frankenfran has green on the title. That would cover it, right? But it's a 2-in-1, so I was like, no thanks. And I thought that one that might have been pretty cool was a manga where the English title starts with the first letter of your name. I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. I have a Samurai Legend here, but being that this is a Jiro Taniguchi title, I want to take my time and savor the art for this one. So I was like, I'll put this one aside. But yeah, those are some of the categories that I decided to skip.